Okay, so before we talked about the first part of this riff, it was this part, the first 5 notes. We were talking about the nature of double stops. So the next 5 notes that appear, the other half of this riff, will now be situated predominantly on the 3rd string. The thumb is going to come down and play the notes on the 3rd string, while the index finger is going to play the bottom string simultaneously. And this next succession of 5 notes will sound like this. And it's again this lick on the 3rd string, which appears over and over again in this sort of music. Again, 3rd string. You're going to find the 2nd fret 3rd string. You're going to play that as a double stop. Then you're going to play the 3rd string open. Then you're going to play the 1st fret 3rd string. Then you will play the open string on the 3rd string with the double stop. And then the 5th note will resolve back onto the 4th string 2nd fret. So really he's playing this sort of snazzy little lick here. He plays the first note here is that 2nd fret 3rd string. Then he plays the 3rd string open for that 2nd note, but after that it's played into this sort of lick. And this lick is taking 3 notes in one strike. So the first note is this 2nd fret 3rd string. And then the next 3 notes are wrapped up in this one lick strike. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So the first 4 notes all together would be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then he resolves that 5th note is the 4th string 2nd fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All double stops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you get that, when you put both together, it will sound like this. So those are the first 2 notes, and then he always ends the riff by playing the top string open, like a chunky strike on the top string. So that way it becomes sort of like a ghost, a ringing whole note that continuously keeps him in timing and sort of creates this percussive element into this complicated riff. So when you put what we learned here, right after that 5th note you play the top string open. So there's 11 notes in all on this riff, and it'll be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And you always end the riff with the top string open. And then when you put it together, it's... That's how you, that's when you play it fast, because this riff is played very fast. So I'm breaking it down really slow for you, but just know that keep playing the double stops. And it's really easy. Once you get that going, it's just like you're pinching up this E blues scale. And that's basically the riff of the song that continues. So now what we're going to do is move on to the portion of the song where he starts singing. And this is very common. If you haven't watched my Little Babe and Come On In videos, he's again going back to this. When he's singing, he's ringing out the notes out of an E blues scale. Well, I roll and tumblin, cried all night long. And that's what we're going to look at here. And it's super straightforward, super easy to get this one correct. So if you haven't looked at the tablature or the ebook already, please go to the bottom of that first page. And really, you want to focus your attention on the bottom two strings. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but as he's singing carefully, he's playing out these individual notes, quarter notes on the E blues scale. It's a combination of, on the bottom two strings, playing them open, and then playing notes on the 3rd fret for both the 2nd and 1st strings. Alright, and then so when you're singing the song, it starts off on the 2nd string open, and he goes, well, then he goes into the 3rd fret 2nd string, roll. The first 3 notes are on the 2nd string. 1, 2, 3, well, I roll. And then the next 6 notes will be on the bottom string. And this is the part where he says, roll and I tumble. So from the beginning it's, well, I roll, I tumble, and cry the whole night long. Super straightforward and easy. The part where he says, roll, I tumble, and cry the... Again, you're focusing on the bottom 2 strings. Very easy. So the first 9 notes of this whole series will be like this. The first 3 notes is well I roll. It will be 2nd string, open string. Those are the first 2 notes. 1, 2, then the 3rd fret, 2nd string. 1, 2, 3. Then the next 6 notes will start on the bottom string open 3 times. Roll, I tumble, roll and I. Then you find the 3rd fret bottom string, tum. Then back to the open string bottom string. Tumble, well I roll and I tumble. Then back to the 2nd string when he says and cry. We'll find the 2nd string open followed by the 3rd fret 2nd string. And I cry. Back to the bottom string open. Cry. Well I roll and I tumble and cry thee. Watch what I'm doing. It's super easy. Just listen to the original recording and what he's doing with his voice. So that's all that is. And then when he says whole night long, he sits on the 3rd fret 2nd string, bends that upward. Whole. Plays the 2nd string open. Whole night. Back to the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Night. Back to the open string, 3rd string. Long. Whole night long. Whole night long. So that whole riff is, well, I roll and tumble and cry the whole night long, whole night long. Or I spent 9 days in jail, man, my face turned to the wall. Is the other stanza in that succession of notes. And then when he ends these stanzas, he goes up to the focuses predominantly on the 3rd string, starting at the 3rd fret, and he'll say, roll in the morning, I didn't know right from wrong. And where he's doing that is he's sitting on the 3rd fret, 3rd string, roll in the morning to the 2nd fret, 3rd string, I didn't know, back to the 3rd fret, 3rd string, right from wrong. So is basically what he's doing to end those stanzas. Roll in the morning, I didn't know, right from, then to the open string on the 3rd string, and he resolves back to that C note on the 4th string, 2nd fret. Right from wrong, roll in the morning, I didn't know, right from wrong. Back to the riff. And that's the meat and potatoes of the song. Is the main riff, followed by the lyrics that are sung. And then he ends with the stanzas, roll in the morning, I didn't know right from wrong. Alright, so now that we've got that down pat, we're going to look at the solos that he does at the end of the song, which are once again rehashing the melody that he's singing over. It's very easy to follow. So tune in and we'll get that squared away.